Good evening, class 7, and welcome to biology class. So, before I begin the new topic, I want to ask you that what do you do to the waste materials that are collected at your home? You obviously throw it, and you throw it in the dustbin, and finally from the dustbin the waste go to the garbage area and there it is decomposed. So similarly, waste are produced inside our body and it need to be thrown out from the body. So the system of the body which is concerned with the function of throwing the waste material out from the body has been termed as excretory system. So today we are going to start with chapter 5, excretory system. So we are starting with chapter 5, excretory system. Let us first see how can we define excretory system. Excretory system can be defined as a system which consists of excretory organs functions in removal of waste material out from the body. Now talking about the human beings, the main excretory organ, if we say, is kidney. And apart from it, there are other organs which are concerned with releasing the or removing the waste from the body, like the liver, lungs, or skin. If you could see in the slide, you can see two terms there. One is excretory system and the other is excretion. Let me make this clear that excretory system is a system which consists of organs which are concerned with the function of removing waste. Whereas excretion is a process. It is a process of removal of metabolic waste from the body. Metabolic waste. What do I mean by metabolic waste? Metabolism or metabolic means that whatever reactions taking place inside the body and whatever byproducts are released, these byproducts when are in a huge amount, then they become toxic to the body and they need to be thrown out from the body. So these are the metabolic waste which composed of nitrogen, the element, as an important constituent. That's why they are also known as nitrogenous waste. Now there are different organs which are concerned with the function of excretion. These organs are known as excretory organs, and these organ, the main organ is kidney, and there are other organs also like liver, lung and skin which have different functions there. So in sum total we can say that excretion is a biological process which is involved in the removal of excess or toxic waste from the body. Anything in the body, any substance when present in an excess amount, it becomes toxic. Toxic means poisonous. So if the poisonous substance is inside your body, it can harm to your body. So it need to be thrown out, and it can only be thrown out through the process of excretion. However, there are other processes also, we will look into it. So this picture shows different excretory organs, as you can see there: skin, lungs, liver, rectum and kidney. Now in order to make the chapter more easy for you to understand, I have formed few questions. On the basis of it, we are going to trace the different conclusions to different doubts. So the first question is that from where does the metabolic waste come? So as I told you in the earlier slide that metabolic means what? Like our body is undergoing different life processes like nutrition, like digestion, like respiration. So these different processes are known as life processes. So in order to keep our body alive, in order to keep our body functioning, it is very necessary to undergo all these life processes. So whenever a life processes is taking place inside the body, like suppose take an example of respiration. So a chemical reaction takes place. So whenever chemical reaction is taking place, a byproduct is released. waste is released, and this waste need to be thrown out from the body. So whatever waste is released during the chemical reaction, this waste has been termed as metabolic waste. So this waste need to be thrown out from the body by the process of excretion. Now if we talk about the metabolic waste present in our body, that our body, what are the different metabolic waste? So if we talk about the main type, then the main is urea and sweat. However, other metabolic waste are also there, like carbon dioxide or various excess of water can also be a metabolic waste, excess of salt can be of metabolic waste. So they are different type. We will look into it. Now here is the important question, that from where does the urea comes? As I told in the earlier slide that the major metabolic waste of a human body is urea. So from where the urea has come? So the answer is that when we eat food, our food also consists of protein, like for example cereal or meat. So whenever we are eating protein containing food, that protein in the food is broken down inside the body, in the cells, by the process of might be cellular respiration, or it might be broken down in the stomach or small intestine cell. So what happened? Whatever protein is how much amount of protein is necessary for a body to live, that much amount is utilized by a body. Like if the protein is needed for the growth of the body, so that much amount is utilized. But if the protein is present in a very excess amount, anything excess can be poisonous, so it need to be thrown out from the body. So that excess protein is further broken down into a substance named as ammonia. This ammonia is a very toxic substance, and this ammonia need to be thrown out from the body. But as it is very toxic, it can only be thrown out from the body by getting dissolved in water. That means when it is dissolved in water, then only it will be released out from the body. However, if it release out without water, it can damage the entire cell system. So organisms, those who are living in water, like fishes, like frogs or prawns, etc., they can release ammonia as a waste product, as they are surrounded by water. So ammonia can dissolve in it and it can be released out from the body. However, organisms like us who are living in land, so for us it is not possible to release ammonia as a waste product from the body. That highly toxic ammonia has to be converted into less toxic substance. So what happens? The liver convert this or break this ammonia into a less toxic or less poisonous substance known as urea. And this urea again travels from the liver, as liver does it, liver break down the protein into urea, no? So this urea again travels through the bloodstream, through the blood to the kidney, so that it can be released out from the kidney as a waste product. Therefore, it is said that human release urea as a waste product but not ammonia, because they don't have a aquatic or water medium to release it out. The formula of urea is given there, CH4N2O. So apart from urea, there are other waste which need to be thrown out from the body, like a waste, carbon dioxide released as a byproduct of respiration need to be thrown out from the body by the lungs. It is exhaled out by the lungs. Next is the sweat. Sweat are produced by the sweat glands which are present in the skin, beneath the skin, or you can say beneath the skin, and this help in releasing the sweat. This sweat consists of excess of water and excess of salt. Anything which is excess in the body is not good and can lead to different diseases. So any substance which is in excess amount need to be thrown out from the body. The next is kidneys. Now urea need to be thrown out from your body, but urea alone does not get rid of your body. Along with urea, excess of water, salt, different chemicals are released out. So altogether it forms a liquid, that is urine, which is produced by the or excreted by the kidneys. The next is liver. I already told you that liver is helpful in breaking down the protein diet into excess protein diet into ammonia and further into urea. So apart from, you can see in page 66 a table showing organs of excretion and their excretory products in human. So the first excretory organ is kidneys, which are responsible for releasing the excretory products like water, urea, uric acid, excess of salts. Now uric acid, when the protein is broken down, then the protein is broken down into three constituents like ammonia, urea and uric acid. When protein is broken down, it is first broken down into ammonia, and when ammonia is broken down, then it produces urea. However, there is another substance which can be produced on direct breakdown of a protein, that is uric acid, which need very less water to be removed out from the body. So what happens, all this all together, water, urea, uric acid, excess of salt all together forms a liquid, that is urine, which is a nitrogenous waste, means it is consist of nitrogen as the protein in your body. If you see the chemical formula, it consists of nitrogen, that's why it is said as nitrogenous waste. So this all together is released by the kidney. We will further study on it about kidney in our next class. The next is excretory organ is skin, which consists of a sweat gland. Sweat gland is present beneath the skin surface. It is responsible for releasing excess of water, salts, as we know that we are having enough salt in our body, and this salt can be termed as sodium chloride. Lactic acid, you know, in the previous chapter you have studied about it, lactic acid and urea, and all these are together dissolved and form sweat, and this is only released out from the body. So we can say that sweat consists of excess of water, salts, lactic acid and urea. All together this forms sweat. The next excretory organ are the lungs. Lungs, as you know, releases carbon dioxide as a waste product, and along with carbon dioxide it also releases certain water vapors. Liver help in the excretion of bile pigments. Now this is a new term, bile pigments, bilirubin and biliverdin. What is bile? Bile is produced by liver. It is a fluid which is produced by liver, and this fluid is stored in the gallbladder of your body. So what is the function of bile? Bile helps in digestion or breakdown of fats. Fat is a nutrient, no? There are different nutrients in our body like carbohydrate, protein, fats. So it helps in digestion of fats, this bile. And bile consists of certain pigments. So here are the names of pigment, bilirubin and biliverdin. So these are excreted out from the body. This can be toxic to the body, so it need to be excreted out from the body, and it is excreted out by liver. Toxins mean certain chemicals which are poisonous. Urea, which is produced by the liver by the breakdown of ammonia. So it all together, these things, bile, pigment, toxin and urea, these are produced by the liver, and through the blood it is sent to the kidney, and from the kidney it is released out. So this is all about the topic, and in the next video You can see more into it.
Excretory system in our body. Not only through the urine, we eliminate waste by other ways too. For example, the carbon dioxide is a waste. We send it out of our body through exhalation. Have you ever wondered why do we sweat? You know, the sweat also contains the waste products of our body. The sweat glands present under the skin secrete sweat, which comes out through small pores in the skin called sweat pores. The body gets rid of some urea, excessive salt, and water through the sweat. So we can say the skin too is an excretory organ of our body. But why do we sweat when it is too hot? The sweat also helps in regulating body temperature. When the sweat evaporates from the body surface, it collects heat from the body. Hence, the body becomes cooler. This is the reason why we feel cooler after sweating. Not only humans, other animals too eliminate waste through urine. You must have seen other animals urinating, like the dog, cat, cow, etc. You know, aquatic animals eliminate waste as gas, like ammonia, which gets dissolved into the water. Lizard, snake excrete as semi-solid white color substance, the uric acid, to save water. The microscopic organisms like amoeba, bacteria, etc. don't have a developed excretory system. So these animals just eliminate waste from cell directly in the diffusion process. So to summarize, the different ways in which wastes are excreted in humans. First, through kidneys in the form of urine. Excretory system in our body.